Today on OC News, a high school teacher arrested for allegedly sending lewd photographs, and Starbucks got free publicity in the latest Game of Thrones episode, and a CSUF sorority sold $1 donuts to go with coffee. All that and more next on OC News. Thank you for joining us on OC News. I'm Marcos Mora.
And I'm Chloe Abbott. OC News is brought to you by the broadcast journalism students at Cal State Fullerton. A Costa Mesa wrestling coach was arrested for allegedly sending inappropriate photos to a female student. 30-year-old Samuel Galvez was booked on suspicion of sending harmful matter with the intent to seduce a minor on May 2nd. According to Costa Mesa Police, Galvez sent pictures of his genitalia to a female student. He was released from the Theo Lacey facility after posting a $30,000 bond.
And now our reporter Sally takes an inside look into the littering that is happening around campus as seniors take their graduation photos. Let's take a look.
Their intention is to celebrate commencement, but the aftermath of graduation photo shoots is leaving our campus littered with confetti and other materials. It is important to remember that while it is encouraged to celebrate this exciting time of the year, it is also important to remember not to use material that is not degradable. Jonathan Soria, a graduating senior, had a few words to say about the littering.
I think it's terrible. They're ruining the environment. Glitter, it gets everywhere. It's not easily cleaned up, and I don't know. I think it takes a long time to degrade. So I think it's really bad that they're spreading it everywhere and throwing it everywhere, when supposedly we're supposed to be environmentally conscious. It's a bit of both. A lot of the times maybe they don't care just because they're graduating, so it's like, oh, I'm never coming back, but I think they should get more informed.
ASI has also made a stand to remind seniors to pick up after their litter by leaving signs around campus and also having glitter cleanups. Seniors, please remember that celebrating can be done without littering. And remember to please pick up after yourselves and leave our campus clean.
Tuffy's Basic Needs opened during the 2018 spring semester, providing students with anything they could need in their everyday lives. Our reporter Alex Esparza gives us an update on how many students still aren't using this useful resource.
Tuffy's Basic Needs Center is a place on the CSUF campus where students in need can go to get assistance with unforeseen hardships or emergencies. It has been open for just over a year and has already had a big impact on the CSUF community. Located in room 143 of McCarthy Hall, students can go to get things like clothes, hygiene products, assistance with housings, and many other things. However, there are a lot of students who don't know that Tuffy's Basic Needs Center is there. There are also a lot of misconceptions about college students who attend Cal State Fullerton and Cal States in general.
I think it's really cool that we have that kind of resource here at Cal State Fullerton because, people think that just because we go to a Cal State Fullerton that someone is really well off or they're doing okay, that they might not need something as basic as like clothing that their department can offer.
Because it is fairly new, it may take a while for Tuffy's Basic Needs Center to gain more recognition, but they are doing their part to try and reach out to the CSUF community by increasing their social media presence and having workshops on campus. They are even offering cap and gowns for graduates who may not be able to afford it.
Tuffy's Basic Needs Resource Center is a great place to go for those who are facing hardships. So, if you or anyone you know are facing hardships, reach out to them. At Cal State Fullerton for OC News, Alex Esparza.
Thank you, Alex. ASI is doing their best to make those dreaded Mondays not so bad. They're doing this by throwing fun and free events on campus to distract students from the stress that the beginning of the week usually brings. I think we all hate Mondays, Chloe.
They are the worst. Even though today may be a case of the Monday, it's not your typical start to the week. The ASI team has put together a Bubble Fest for students to relieve stress, especially as finals approach. ASI is giving students free t-shirts, bubbles, a painting activity, and a chance to go through the bounce house.
Today we're having a Bubble Fest event, and so it's out of the series of A Case of the Mondays, and essentially it's just to have Mondays be a better day for people rather than them thinking of them as bad. I think these events are pretty important just because a lot of students kind of look forward to them, and we do a lot of giveaways on the Case of the Monday events, and they happen at least once a month.
These Case of the Monday events are once a month on campus. This Monday was the last of the year as the spring semester comes to a close next week. This is Chloe Abbott with OC News. There is big news at Buckingham Palace, and we have the latest reaction from Titans on campus.
Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray!
The newest addition to the British royal family is here. An enthusiastic Prince Harry spoke to the media this morning describing the birth of his first son.
And myself had a baby boy early this morning, a very healthy boy.
At 7 pounds and 3 ounces, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have not yet chosen a name for the long-awaited royal baby.
It's been the most amazing experience I could ever possibly imagine. How any woman does what they do is beyond comprehension.
The newest royal will be 7th in line as successor of the Crown of England, but for now, Prince Harry and Princess Meghan will enjoy their new life as a family of 3. A lot has been kept under wraps ever since Princess Meghan Markle announced her pregnancy, including the name of the baby, which they have yet to release. Today, we're here on campus asking students if they had to suggest a name for the royal baby, what would they suggest?
We were thinking Charles. Charles Jr.,
After his
yes.
grandfather?
Yes,
Okay.
Charles Jr. Edward or little Eddie boy.
Charles, number whatever he is.
The royal family of Sussex has announced that they will officially be releasing the name of the baby and keeping admirers of the crown up to date within the next coming days. For OC News, I'm MJ Dunca.
Drivers in California, beware. Gas prices are already alarmingly high and are expected to get even higher. We'll tell you the reason why after the break.
See on page 4 that the projections need to be earthquake next Thursday.
Seriously? Thursday? Can't do that.
This is really inconvenient.
I have yoga that day.
I have no time for this.
So.
I can't do Thursday, but I can do Friday.
Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency. Don't wait. Communicate.
Memorial Day is coming right up, and so are gas prices. Southern California gas prices have increased rapidly within the last few weeks. This due to oil refineries across the state who have been experiencing issues. The latest including a fire that broke out on Friday at an oil refinery facility in Carson. These images and graphics show that the Carson refinery was set ablaze on Thursday for the second time in under 2 months, increasing the fear of every motorist in California that is already paying on average $4 per gallon at the pump. There was no immediate spike in gas prices observed over the weekend, but refinery fires along the Pacific coast have already raised prices this year. With Memorial Day on the horizon, California residents could see prices go up to even $5. Wow.
Want to eat healthy without wasting too much gas? Our reporter Jacqueline Moldovan takes us to the farmers market in Yorba Linda, where there are plenty of non-GMO foods available.
Are you looking for pesticide-free, healthy produce for your family? Visiting a local farmers market is the best way to accomplish this goal. Every Sunday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the corner of Imperial and Olinda at the Yorba Linda Public Library, the Yorba Linda Certified Farmers Market takes place. There are about 10 vendors at the market with all kinds of delicious fresh foods like fruits and veggies, eggs, and even homemade almond butter. The vendors are all very helpful with plenty of samples and the best advice on how to choose the best fruits and vegetables. A regular at the farmers market, McCole Foreman, loves to come to the farmers market every Sunday not only for the fresh produce but also to help support local farmers.
We like to come to the farmers market every Sunday and support our local farmers and get our fresh, organic, pesticide-free produce. And it's a lot healthier for your family to eat organic and pesticide-free.
On your next Sunday outing with your family, stop by your local farmers market. Also, don't forget to bring cash to purchase your produce because they do not accept checks and credit cards.
And sororities and clubs are raising funds this all across campus as the semester comes to an end. Our reporter Joel gives us an inside look at the fundraiser that Eta Sigma Gamma is hosting and that would make Homer Simpson proud. Let's see what this is about.
Cal State Fullerton sorority Eta Sigma Gamma is holding a Krispy Kreme fundraiser at Titan Walk. The donuts are being sold for $1 each, as the proceeds will help fund future sorority events, as well as graduation necessities for seniors.
So here we're selling donuts for Eta Sigma Gamma. We're fundraising, and the money goes towards the members in the organization, and it goes towards sashes and just supplies for events. graduation stuff, all that good stuff.
Eta Sigma Gamma is a health science honor society that offers many future opportunities for those seeking a future career in health science, public health, and other related fields. Events such as the Krispy Kreme fundraiser will help the sorority reach their mission in helping those who want a career in health science in the future.
Starbucks is already on every corner, but nowadays, one place that nobody expected to see it was on Westeros. See how a cameo macchiato snuck its way into Game of Thrones on Sunday night.
And stick around to get an inside look at the world of gymnastics. So don't flip the channel, all this coming up next.
Patriotism. It inspires passionate debate. It's worn like a badge of honor with good reason, because it means love and devotion for one's country. But what really makes up this country of ours? It's the people. To love America is to love all Americans. This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Love beyond age, sexuality, disability, race, religion, and other labels. Because love has no labels.
From flips to cartwheels to handstands, the world of gymnastics is certainly action-packed. Kayla Stewart gives us an inside look inside the world of gymnastics.
Ever wonder what it's like to be a gymnast? Well, I talked to 3 girls about their experience on all things physical. Let's get a flip on what their worlds are like, shall we?
I really like gymnastics because it pushes me outside my comfort zone, because when you have like these mental blocks in your head saying you can't do it, and you finally do it, it's kind of just like, oh my gosh, I actually did it.
Gymnastics is a full-time commitment. Many gymnasts will be homeschooled just to stay ahead of the game. But most gymnasts who are in school usually practice anywhere between 15 hours and 30 hours of practice every single week, all year long.
I guess sometimes the commitment can be hard, like when you're competing in like a serious level, the costs raise, like when you're thinking about backpacks, jackets, leotards, and travel, and like the meets themselves can be very expensive.
A sport like this is truly 20% work and 80% mental. If you don't have the courage to defy the odds will automatically be against you.
After we condition sometimes, I get sore and then I feel miserable and then I have to take painkillers and it doesn't help, and I just don't like the feeling of pain.
The thing I like mostly about being a gymnast is that having a lot of friends and getting to learn a lot of new tricks and cool stuff.
I feel like really happy because like it's fun to show people my skills and like express myself depending on whatever I'm doing. And I also like being around like really nice people like my teammates.
And Avengers Endgame continues to dominate the box office as the film has passed $2 billion globally. The latest Marvel film is now the second highest grossing film of all time, beating Titanic's record. The film set a record with its $1.2 billion opening weekend and shows no signs of slowing down in the weeks to come. It has yet to be seen, and the film will beat Avatar's record for the highest grossing film, but can certainly take the top spot if comic book fans assemble like the Avengers and see the movie multiple times. And well, an official Starbucks drink made an appearance on Game of Thrones last night.
It's been called the Cameo Macchiato, but the rise of Starbucks in Westeros had fans going crazy. On last night's episode, some sharp-eyed viewers noticed a grande Starbucks cup sitting on the table during the dinner celebration. In the background of the scene where Tormund was praising Jon Snow, Daenerys Targaryen can be seen looking at the pair with the Starbucks cup in front of her. HBO confirmed that it was a mistake, but joked in a statement that said the latte that appeared in the episode was a mistake. Daenerys had ordered a herbal tea. A Game of Thrones art director said in an email to Variety that things can get forgotten on set.
You see that, Chloe? Even Daenerys Targaryen needs her cup of coffee in the mornings. Who would have thought the Mother of Dragons is just like us? Crazy. But that's all we have for you today. Unfortunately, this is our last show of the semester. I cannot believe we made it, Chloe.
We made it. I'm excited to graduate. I'm sad to leave the beloved OC News. But you can follow us on our social media sites using @OC News CSUF. For the last time, I'm Chloe Abbott.
And I'm Marcos Mora. Have a great evening.